Hello, in this video I will show you how to divide polynomials. Now dividing polynomials is just a complex form of long division. And instead of normal whole numbers, you're using variables and exponents. Now let's take a look at our first problem. We've got 4x cubed plus 11x squared plus 15x plus 18 divided by x plus 2. Now let's set that into long division format. Now, once we've done that, let's a little easier way to solve these type of problems. You kind of want to treat it like you're solving with normal whole numbers, and don't treat it as if there's many exponents and variables. Forgot the 2 there. Now, so there's one key thing you have to know when dividing by polynomials, is that whatever you multiply up here, when that gets multiplied, it multiplies by these two numbers, and then those two numbers go down here. And when that happens, you're multiplying whatever comes down here by a negative. So once you see it, you'll understand. So now we'll just take this first number, 4x cubed, okay? And when you're doing this, what you want to do is you want to take only your first number, so that would be x. So we're going to try and find a way that to get x, you get from x, you can get to 4x cubed. What do you have to multiply by? So 4x squared times x is 4x cubed. Because remember, if you multiply two numbers with an exponent, those exponents add together. They don't multiply together, they add together. So that means one of our numbers is 4x squared. So now what we'll get is 4x squared, so 4x cubed when you multiply, and then you multiply 4x squared to 2, and you get 8x squared plus 8x squared. Now this is where the tricky part comes in. Once you get these two numbers that I've written in blue, once you get those two numbers, you have to multiply that entire phrase by a negative. And now once we multiply by a negative, we've got negative 4x cubed minus 8x squared. So 4x cubed minus 4x cubed, those two cancel out. And 11x squared minus 8x squared, you get 0 plus 3x squared. Let me write that in a different color. So you get 0 plus 3x cubed. Now you've got this number, and what you need to do next is you need to bring down that 15x. You need to bring that down. So now you've got plus 15x. And all you have to do now is just repeat the process. So from x, how do you get to 3x squared? 3x times x is 3x squared. So plus 3x. So 3x squared, and 3x times 2 plus 6x. Now remember, you have to multiply this bottom phrase by a negative. So now we have negative 3x squared minus 6x. So those two cancel out. 15x minus 6x is 0 plus 15x minus 6x is 9x, positive 9x. And now our last number we have to bring down is our 18. So now we'll just write that in, so plus 18. And now we do our normal steps. So from x, how do I get to 9x? You multiply by positive 9 plus 9. So that means you'll get 9x, and 9 times 2 is positive 18. Then you take that entire phrase, multiply by a negative. So now you have negative 9x minus 18. So those two cancel out. That means you're left with 0. And negative 18 plus positive 18, that is also 0. So that just cancels out. So that means you know your final answer is 4x squared plus 3x plus 9. Now, once you've gotten this, you can go ahead and check your answer. So I will do that over here to the side. So we've got 4x squared plus 3x plus 9 times x plus 2. So we'll do 4x squared times x, so that's 4x cubed. 4x squared times 2 plus 8x squared. 3x times x is plus 3x squared. 3x times 2 plus 6x. 9 times x is plus 9x. 9 times 2 is plus 18. That means we've got 4x squared plus 11x squared plus 15x plus 18. And that is our original answer. So you know that 4x squared plus 3x plus 9 is our correct solution. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to watch out for future videos and subscribe. Thank you.